We start here this hour. Former Labour Minister Membathisi Mdladlana's family says he'll be cremated today. Acting President Paul Mashatile has declared a special official funeral category 2 to honour Mdladlana. The funeral will have ceremonial elements presented by the South African Police Service. The funeral service will be held on Saturday in Cape Town and President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the eulogy. The Western Cape Provincial ANC will hold a memorial service for Mdladlana today. Now this is where we find SABC News reporter Lulama Matya. Good afternoon, Lulama. The ANC, we believe, is hosting today's memorial. Just talk us through the program itself. Who are we expecting to speak?
Welcome to Cape Town, Fundo and SABC viewers. We are at Gugulethu Sports Centre here in Gugulethu. This is where former Labour Minister Membathisi Mdladlana spent his life when he was an ANC activist. He was a principal in a school which is a few meters away from this hall that we are at, which is Andile Primary School. The ANC today is holding, in the province, is holding a memorial service to honor him. This memorial service takes place after he was cremated at lunchtime today. His cremation was a private ceremony attended by 40 people. Those people included former Minister Ngonde Balfour, as well as Minister Gwede Mantashe was present in that private cremation. We have also seen the Minister Mantashe arriving. Kosatu is also here, parliamentary spokesperson, parliamentary coordinator Matya and other senior ANC officials. We've also seen Mr. Sonto. He was the driver of the late founding President Nelson Mandela. When he was released from prison, he drove Mandela to in Cape Town, where he was going to address people. If I can ask Hubert to zoom out, here are some of the people, ANC members coming in as the program is expected to start anytime now. It is expected to start at 5 o'clock, so indications are that is going to start soon because many ANC members are arriving here. The family has not yet arrived, so I guess Mfundo, once the family arrives, the memorial will kick off. Mfundo.
Lulama, now many that we've spoken to have spoken about a former minister that was quite humble, an educationist, a unionist at heart. What have some of those that you have interacted with told you about this gentleman?
Membathisi Mdladlana was a school principal. During this week, Mfundo, we went to Andile Primary School here in Gugulethu. We spoke to the principal of the school, who was saying to us that the community is expecting him to perform at high standards. He is expected to keep up with the standard that was set by former Minister Membathisi Mdladlana. Alliance partners, they've described him as a remarkable leader. Kosatu was saying that we know that Membathisi Mdladlana became the second Labour minister in the democratic era, taking after the late former minister Tito Mboweni. So Kosatu was saying that Mdladlana also played a key role in some of the progressive legislation that are advancing the cause of workers in this democracy. We also spoke to ordinary people that he stayed with here in Gugulethu. They were also saying that former Minister Membathisi Mdladlana was an ordinary person. He attended events, local events. He was not only a principal, but a parent to some of their children who maybe would bunk school. He will go after them, looking after them, even visiting homes, especially those families that are struggling to make ends meet. He would intervene and make sure that children from those families also get an opportunity to get education and break the cycle of poverty. So he is described as someone who contributed in the emancipation of black people, fighting for democracy, and also in the democratic era as well. He was also at some point posted as an ambassador in Burundi, as well as a high commissioner in Canada. So besides being a local, playing a role in South Africa, he also put up the flag of South Africa internationally. That is how he is described.
It seems there's a common thread of a very humble man who was a servant of the ordinary people. Lulama, thank you very much for that reportage. That's Lulama Matya, SABC News reporter, who's out in the Western Cape for us ahead of the start of that memorial service.